Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to make a right-hand turn from a major road onto a minor road. Basically, how to make a right-hand turn from a main street onto a side street. Now, I'll be demonstrating myself doing it for you in this video, and I will also be telling you about what I'm doing. So I'm going to be explaining the process surrounding what I'm doing. So I'm actually just going to be talking through the process. I'm going to drive onto that main road there. I'm going to turn on the main road, and then we'll make some right-hand turns from major onto minor. Now let's get right to it. Let's get our signal on and start moving forward. So basically, there are a few things that you want to pay attention to. And just for the record, where I'm making this video from the perspective of driving on the right side of the road. So I'm driving on the right side of a main road, of a major road, and I'm making a right onto a minor road. That's the perspective of this video because that's where I'm driving right now. So when you turn, you want to focus on a few things. Number one is speed control. Now, speed control is basically when you can control your speed before the turn, during the turn, and after the turn, okay? So for speed control, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are slowing down. All of the slowing down that you're going to do happens before you begin the turn. Then you want to maintain your speed throughout the turn, and then you want to accelerate after the turn. So I'm actually going to make a right onto the street right here. Signal, mirrors, blind spot, slow down, maintain the speed throughout the turn, and then now I'm accelerating out of the turn. And there's snow on the road, so it's a little bit slippery, so it's a little bit of an interesting situation because I had to slow down significantly in order to prevent my car from sliding around on the snow and sort of losing control. So another thing that you have to focus on, so first I said speed control. The second thing that you should be focusing on, and these aren't in sequential order, I'm just going over them in any order that I feel. The second thing is focusing on your safety checks. So I'm going to turn around, we're going to head back to that road, we're going to keep going and making right-hand turns over and over again. So the next thing, like I said, is your safety checks. So for your safety checks and for your safety precautions, you want to make sure that you are putting your signal on well in advance of making the right-hand turn. Your signal lets other drivers know that you want to move your car, you know, for a right-hand turn in that direction, okay? Then you want to make sure that you're checking your mirrors. Now, for a right-hand turn, you should check your rear view mirror and your right side mirror. Then you want to make sure you're checking your blind spot, which is a very simple check over the shoulder. You're checking the blind spot on the right side of your car, to your right, okay? And then you can make the turn. So once again, I'll demonstrate another right-hand turn using the things that I just spoke about, the safety checks, okay? Let's go ahead. We're going to make this turn onto the main street, the major road, and we will actually make this turn right here. So I'm going into the right-hand turn lane. It's an interesting kind of turn. My signal's on, mirrors, blind spot, good to go. I'm slowing down significantly because of the slush and the snow, and then now I'm accelerating, okay? So the second thing, once again, are the safety precautions, okay? Basically, all that you have to remember is signal, mirrors, blind spot. You're going to put your right turn signal on. You are going to check your rear view mirror and your right side mirror, and you're going to check your right blind spot. All of this happens before you make the turn because that allows you to know whether or not it's safe to make the turn. Now, if you see that there's a pedestrian or a car or a cyclist or anything that would obstruct your turn, you do not make that turn. Your number one thing is safety. So I'm going to go ahead and make this turn onto the main street again, the major road. And now I'm going to actually turn at a light, okay? So right here is a traffic light, and it should be green when I get there, so I'll demonstrate myself turning at a green light. So I'm putting my right-hand turn signal on, checking my rear view mirror, my side mirror, my blind spot, switching into the right-hand turn lane because it has the turn lane, and actually, the light has turned red. So this is a perfect opportunity because if it was green, I would be checking for pedestrians and rolling through the light. But because this is a red light, firstly, I'm at a complete stop. I'm checking to make sure that it's legal to make the turn. It's legal. Now I'm looking around for pedestrians. I see there's a pedestrian over here. She's crossing, so I'm going to let her cross. Once again, checking for traffic over there, checking for pedestrians, mirrors, blind spot, signals on, no traffic, no pedestrians, make the turn. Now, like I said, I first and foremost made sure that it was legal to turn right at a red light at that intersection, and then I was able to make the turn. And I turned from a major road onto a minor road but this minor road has a light. The other ones that we were going over didn't have a traffic light associated with them. This one does. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over a few simple things that you should take control over. And there's one more thing that I should go over, before I finish this video, and that's the actual steering control. When you make a right-hand turn, I'm going to make a right-hand turn here. When you're going from a major road onto a minor road, you want to turn your steering wheel, hold it in position, and then release it upon the end of the turn. That is the best way to explain it. And that will happen with practice. You have to make sure that you practice making right-hand turns, all sorts of right-hand turns, and then especially ones from major roads onto minor roads. And we'll do one more since we still have time in this video. It's not dragging on too long, so we're gonna do one more. You wanna make sure that when you make a right-hand turn from a major road onto a minor road, that you are using steering control. So just to clarify, the three things that I went over. Number one, speed control. Number two, your safety checks and signal and so forth. And number three, steering control, okay? So for steering control, you want to be able to turn the wheel, hold it in position throughout the turn, and maybe make little micro adjustments, and then release the wheel once you are finished the turn and you're ready to sort of head straight again onto that minor road, okay? And that happens with practice. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to try and get rid of this shaky sound with the camera. I apologize. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It will take time and practice. But the more that you practice making right-hand turns, especially from major roads onto minor roads, the better that you'll be at this specific skill. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn onto this major road, and then we'll make a right-hand turn onto a minor road. Thank you. Just saying thank you to the person that let me in. So let's go ahead and we're going to turn onto this minor road over here. Right turn signal on, mirrors, blind spot. Get into the right turn lane because this one has a right turn lane. And we are going to make this turn just like this. Very simple. As you saw right there, I turned the wheel, I was able to hold it throughout the turn, and then simply release the wheel. And what I'll do is I'll just make one more right-hand turn because you literally cannot have enough practice. So I'm gonna put my right turn signal on, mirrors, blind spot. Watch this, nice and slowly because it's icy over here. Holding it in, and then releasing it, holding it in position and releasing it. And like I said before, the best way to master that technique of turning, holding, releasing is to practice. Because when you first start learning how to make right-hand turns, you might turn it too much, and then you're gonna have to turn back a little bit. Or you might turn it too little, then you have to turn more. So you might oversteer or understeer. But with enough practice with your specific car, with certain speeds, with certain sharpnesses of turns, you'll get it down pat. You'll be able to turn it. You'll know approaching a turn that you have to turn the wheel, let's say this much, hold it there and release. And then it's gonna turn back and you'll make the turn properly. And that's really it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. I basically outlined three things. I know that it was a little bit sort of a mishmash of ideas, but really that's all the stuff that I wanted to outline with regards to making a right-hand turn from a major road onto a minor road, okay? Speed control, safety checks, and steering control. Those are the three main things. And remember, only make a right-hand turn from a major road onto a minor road when it's legal to do so and when it's safe to do so. Keep that at the front of your mind. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about this video and the way that I did this tutorial in the comments section down below. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.